Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. And anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sun Devils offense will come out first.
Skipper Team Penguins Aura? That is a mouthful, chat. But I actually love this movie, though. Madagascar Penguins.
We relied on each and every week. We came into the season
expecting
these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Give to Brown. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. No Cam Scattaboo this season, guys. He was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Udo. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
I think think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see
Skipper Team Penguins Aura. Goodness, that is a mouthful.
Momentum going. You've already
What are you
strung
guys
together
doing?
a
What are
bunch
you
of plays.
Penguins up to,
Time
bro?
to get super aggressive.
Guys, comment down below if you've seen this movie. I have. It's actually pretty good too.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes
Are they
it
thieves?
in for a score. Touchdown,
Are they about to rob a bank? Madagascar? Y'all better see this, bro.
Stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots.
Oh,
they did it, and here's how they ended
The
it.
best part of being a penguin, you can blend in with everything.
Opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Oh, these guys are like real ninjas. Guys, comment the word aura if you're still watching this video right now. These guys got hella aura. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna freaking lie. Oh, they're cooking sushi? I want some of that.
7-0 to start this one. They
Dang!
put together an 81-yard drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting
Is this a dating show?
up the field. They get
Oh,
to
I
the
see.
QB, and they're sending a message.
They're swiping left and right in real life. Hell nah, no one's matching. Bro, would y'all do a video like this? Like, if you were invited, would you do this video?
And the
Comment down
Horned
below.
Frogs trying to find their way forward after
I would
the
if I
big
didn't have a
loss on the
girlfriend.
last play. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D.
Bro, nobody's matching with him.
They stop
Everyone
him
loves her, but
almost
she keeps
immediately.
denying
Short
everybody.
gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their
Like
opening
him?
drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know having been
Hell
in this
nah.
situation as a quarterback, you want to answer
She thinks
right
she's-
away.
she
So
thinks
really
she's the
good
crap.
to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Give this girl a whooping,
Looking
bro.
to throw, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's McAllister.
Is that Riz? Is this guy Rizzing? Guys, comment the word Riz. Right now.
Short.
Is what?
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Got the quick completion. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere.
Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And offenses are majoring in this now, right? They know the jet sweep is a big part of what they do, how the defense is going to respond, and they're just going to give it to you over and over again. See what you do for it. Nice job by the defense. They didn't give up a big play, but they're always looking to set up that next play and how to attack the edges of a defense.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Using the quick game. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This is not weird now. Next month, March 1.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
That's what I'm going to continue to do.
They'll run play action. That's a fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle. It's McAllister.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Madagascar! Dude, these guys are the best part of this entire freaking movie. Yo, like the video right now if you've ever seen Madagascar. Because if you haven't, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Bro, and they got hella aura, especially these penguins. Dang!
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
They're ninjas, bro. That's what they are. They're freaking ninjas. Guys, comment the word aura if you're still watching this video.
Any questions about this quarterback's arm talent? Now you've got your answer. Wow.
Bro just made sushi. Hell freaking yeah. I want a penguin.
Running the red zone. It's Payne. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got
Yo, is this a dating show? Is this Tinder in real life? Oh, I don't know. This girl thinks she's the stuff. Yup. She's saying no to everybody. Guys, if you had the opportunity to be on like a show, I guess this is probably just a YouTube video, would you take it? Like the video if you would. I wouldn't. Have a go.
How nice is it in this offense?
Oh, she keeps saying no to everybody.
For you all over the field. We just saw the big
not good looking.
He set him up here in the
She's
red zone.
alright.
I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
There's no way she says no to that. What? I would say yes to Bell. The freak? Oh, hey!
They do, but that's a
guys, comment the word Riz if you think that was Riz.
Fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake.
Have you ever wondered what the longest animal lifespan is? Well, I found a video that will answer your questions. This video is by Watch Data, and it is called Comparison. Shortest to longest animal lifespan. So make sure y'all sit back and enjoy it, and let's hop right into this video. You should grab a water, grab some snacks, and stay lit.
On 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Grab behind the line. It's Moss. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved.
Yo, wait, I got a question, though, guys. What do you think about the haircut?
But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch,
comment down below what you think
weapon.
right now, everybody.
All
right, anyways, let's hop right into it. Let's see.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Okay, so mayfly? What is a mayfly? Is that just like a regular fly? They live for 5 minutes? Why was it living for 5 minutes? That would be insane. And then in second place, we got a midge, which they last 1 hour. I'm assuming adult midges are often confused with mosquitoes. Okay, so they're basically mosquitoes. And they live for 1 hour, though?
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Terror. They live for 3 hours.
Just on this drive.
So imagine having your whole life, having a wife, having a wedding, living your entire freaking existence, giving birth,
too many snaps.
and within 3 hours, bro. Yeah, that is a stressful life. I bet you it would move really slow for them.
And he was drilled
Do you have to watch for 24 hours? Why is there so many of them, man? Because, bro, all the wasps out there need to be less than 24 hours. Like, freaking 8 wasps. So annoying. Okay, here's a regular mosquito. Oh, no wonder they're so annoying. They live for 10 days. Bro, you need to nerf mosquitoes. You need to nerf mosquitoes. Somebody out there needs to freaking nerf mosquitoes. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of going out in the summer and getting 100,000 mosquito bites. Just because I'm trying to chill outside. You know?
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Got it in the middle, it's Tyson. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field.
Alrighty, let's see what we have here. Wait, first of all, what do y'all think of the new haircut?
Stay aggressive. Even when you get
That's right, yup. Guys, comment down below if you like the new haircut. You better like it, because I'll be very, very sad. Okay, so, mayfly, I don't know what that is, but they live for 5 minutes. Yeah, imagine living for 5 freaking minutes. That'd be so lame. How slow you go, like, the perspective of life. Okay, got a midge. Adult midges are often confused with mosquitoes. What the freak is a midge? Why do they only live 1 hour? Why do they live for 1 hour? And then we got a Streptococcus a male. They live for, normal please, 3 hours. Yeah. Dude, what? Wasps live for 24? Actually? Dude, then how are they so annoying? Wasps are like the worst freaking creatures on this planet. We need to nerf them. We need to make them live 5 seconds.
For the point after.
It's like, what do wasps actually do for the freaking ecosystem? Okay, here's a regular mosquito. 10 days! Oh! No wonder, bro. No wonder. You need to nerf mosquitoes, too. There is nothing worse than going out on a summer night and getting like 1,000 mosquitoes. Dude, the outside world would be 1,000 times better without mosquitoes and wasps. Like, it would actually be enjoyable to go outside. There is no such thing as mosquitoes. Holy, and they live for 10 days? Also, look at this, guys. Mosquitoes cause over 1 million deaths yearly. Like, that is like the most deaths any animal or bug does.
And I think being down 14.
Flies live for 28 days? Interesting. I wonder how accurate this shield is, though.
I was just going to say, David.
Shortest living fish is 59 days. That's kind of difficult. Wait a second. Pups live for 28 days? How?
This game is entirely different.
How? Bro, in their head, that probably seems like 2,000 million years. Because, is that true that, like, bugs see everything, like, in slow motion? So time moves, like, way slow? That's what I was trying to talk about at the beginning, but it didn't.
They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers
Shortest
to cover.
living reptile?
They'll need to convert this third down
Okay,
from
can you
their
tell us
own
the name?
22 to get this drive jump started.
Oh, it's just a chameleon. Dang, they live long enough just to reproduce. 3 months is still not bad, though. It's still not bad.
He'll be forced out of
So
bounds.
cockroaches live 6 months. Luckily, where I live, I don't have cockroaches. But it feels bad for you guys that do. And they live for 6 months. You can have a cockroach living near your bed for 6
got it out of his hands too quickly,
Under
and
your
the throw
foot.
was too accurate. Really nothing you can
hell
do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Dude, ants are actually like the coolest one ever. They live for 1 year first of all. They have like thousands of miles of colonies and things, right? There's like so many different types. Ants really fascinating.
You gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot
really?
who it was.
A cricket frog lives
pay with a
long
big
enough
play.
to breed once.
The horned
So
frogs are
11.5 months, so basically 1 year. Dude, how accurate is this video? That's what I'm thinking. I wonder, watch data? Actually, bro, what is that? And what is that? They live for 1 year.
So now it's second
Die
and
from
long.
stress after breeding nonstop. Damn! What? Spiders live for 2 years?
He'll keep it himself.
Look at this, guys.
And
First
the
of all, I don't
defense
know what
holds
they're doing.
firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They die from stress
Shot by
after
the
breeding
defense,
nonstop.
shut down
And
all the
spiders?
options, making sure it wasn't easy
Live
to
for
read.
2
Nice job
years.
going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now facing a third and
That's what I
long
need to do,
from
bro.
the 50-yard
After seeing
line.
that. After learning that fact, that's what I'm about to do. Holy.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got
So
rid
live
of
for
it.
3 years.
And the incomplete
Rats live
pass
for
will bring up
4.
fourth down.
Well, imagine
It's
me
so
being a
nice
rat
when you
for
know
4
it's
years
third
old.
and
Actually,
long,
fun
you
fact,
know a pass is
rats are
coming,
like the
you
most,
worked on it all week. Get your feet
they're
set
like the
at the
healthiest
sticks.
animals.
Understand that
Actually,
quarterback's
maybe
got to
that's
be
nice.
rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Oh wait,
That
my
one's
bad.
gonna
It is
go
nice.
out of
Mice are
bounds,
actually
and
like
it'll
really
be dead at the
they still carry you.
35-yard line.
They were like they
Arizona State is going back on
Pretend I said
offense, and
nothing.
they come out looking for a spark.
First living
And what
bird
a
4
drive
years.
That was the last time they had it, basically the
What?
length of the field.
Octopus is 5
Much
years,
better
bro.
this time.
That kind of makes sense
Stop
though.
behind the line,
Because octopuses are huge. They also have 6 hearts.
It's hard to
Why?
run on a defense
They
that
do.
comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that.
A
Good
lion?
luck, no holes anymore.
Really? 8 years?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive.
Maybe
It's
they're
second
like
and 11.
going extinct. Man. That's
Back to
insane.
pass,
What?
it's Levitt. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one.
Okay, ducks
well
live for
covered.
8.5 years. Yeah, imagine outliving a lion.
Best
That's a
receiver playing
freaking
in the
duck.
slot. You're matching him up against linebackers, against
Okay, see,
safeties,
dogs
or
do
nickel
outlive
corners.
lions.
Nickel
They
corners
live
are
for 9
oftentimes the
years.
defense's
I
third
wish-
best
I wish dogs
cornerback.
lived
This
for
guy
some.
is virtually uncoverable.
Oh wait, it says large dog. What the frick?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw
As in
for
like
it.
a fat dog or just
He
like
lobs it
a
high and deep
large
down the
dog?
left side. And
Oh my
trying
God.
to put points on the board on third down.
Damn,
Now
rabbits
they're
live for
staring at fourth down.
9.5. Dude,
Well, we know this
I need to
offense
get a
hasn't been
pet
able to
rabbit.
get it going on
Damn,
the
what?
ground
They
so
live
far
longer
in
than
this
a
game. Now
large
they're
dog.
trying through the
A
air,
large
but give
dog.
this defense credit.
That's
They've got a
actually
really
sick.
good game plan. They've got all 11 guys
Not like
on
the
that
food
side
sick,
of the
like
ball,
the messed up.
executing perfectly. Fantastic job in
Gold-
the back end that
Oh,
time. Being in
10
position
years?
and making sure that thing fell
Nah,
into play.
goldfish do not live for 10 years. There's just no way.
He'll get
There's
it
no
out to about
freaking
the
way.
20-yard line, and
Dude,
that's
goldfish
where they'll
also get
mark
like
him down.
really big. people put them in such like small little freaking glass water containers. And they like they're not able to grow because goldfish like actually grow big.
You need to be successful in
Goldfish,
conducting that first play, and they get you in less predictable
it's actually look at it, they actually get huge.
Don't you just feel like there's a little
People
bit
don't
more
realize
sense
that they
of
just
urgency
stuff
on
it
this
in
drive?
like a
It just
small
feels
little
like they've
freaking
got to be
box
able to put some
water.
points up on the board here.
Can't grow and they
The
die
Horned
with it.
Frogs have put themselves in
I also
dire
want a
straits
goldfish.
after that
That's
last
cool.
play at 2nd and a mile.
Dude,
Trying
what
play
do you have a
action.
memory span about these people? Dude,
Quickly
goldfish
out
have
to the
a memory
And
span
he'll make
of
his
3
way out of
months?
bounds after
That's
the solid
scary.
pickup.
Yo,
We hear all
owls
the
live
time
for
that the tight end's the QB's
10.4,
best friend.
alright,
You saw a
chickens
perfect
10,
example of it on that last
cheetahs
play, right?
11.
Second down, you need to
So I'm
pick
curious
up
at
some
what
positive
the
yards to keep
oldest
this
animals.
third down manageable.
Okay, sheep
Really
is
nice
12.
job of executing there.
Damn, so
Passing
tigers
game
live
very
longer than
effective on 2nd down. What about
freaking
here on 3rd?
lions. Alright.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's
Oh.
going for a big play downfield.
Why growing up did I think
He's got it
tigers
down the
were
right
just
side. And he
Oh,
picks up
lions?
a huge chunk of yards on that play
That's
before
not
he's
how that
finally
works.
hauled
They don't
down.
fancy that
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he
Damn,
makes
small
the
dogs
catch.
can
If
live
I'm
to
on
15
offense,
years.
I'm trying to
That
find
what?
a lot of ways to get him touches in this
Seagulls,
game.
52. Lioness. See, isn't that just... Yeah, these are just the wooden version of lions. That's exactly what I was talking about. Dude, cats can live to
The
60
entire
indoor
complexion of
living
this
and
possession
vaccinated.
changed on that one play.
Whoops.
Now they've
Imagine
got
having
it
a
1st
cat
and
for
10
16
inside the
years,
20.
bro. Holy
From the
fuck.
red zone, looking for a
That's
man.
almost older than me.
Finds his big
What?
tight end.
What the
They'll
freak,
get
bro?
it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Owls
Hey,
will
we're
live to
getting close to
17.
halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants
Pigs
to be
live
all
to
over the
18.
highlights.
Goodness gracious.
Kangaroos live to 22.
He leaves the huddle. Apparently he's open. A ton
Kangaroos
of catches
can legally
already early
breathe,
in this
guys.
ball game. They are
Dang.
featuring him
Alright.
and finding him.
Kangaroos actually scare me because they can just,
Off-play
you know what I'm
action.
saying? They can just
Pocket
punch the
breaking
hell out
down.
of you.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes
I'm pretty sure,
down at
I'm
17.
assuming that whales are
The
going to be the
defense just
longest
simply not fooled by the play action.
expectancy
Oftentimes
life.
an offense you're hoping the run fix
What
goes
else
slow
could be?
down
Maybe
those
like a
pass
weird
rushers, but man, oh
freaking-
man, they had their ears pinned back.
I don't know, a weird fish maybe? Bears live to 25. Yo. Bald eagles are 26. Yo. Horses
Now
are
a lot of work to
27.
do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that
Oh,
earlier
a
sack.
panda? They can live to
30
30?
long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Okay, wait, no. In the wild, they only live for 10 years. So if you have a snake, you
Quite
can...
nudge it in. Not sure you could
it
get
can, like,
much
almost
closer, but
outlive
it'll
you,
be
you know?
1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Gorillas, 38.
1st and goal, and this
Little H.
feels like
They
their
share about
chance to make a
98% of
game
the...
of it.
Okay, wait, this is...
They'll
Oh,
try
wait,
to get
okay.
it in with
Just
the
box
run.
turtles.
And he takes it
The
in
before you
for a
talk. Because
score.
there is turtle. I've seen my own black turtle, like,
After the score,
which is
we'll
crazy.
see
I think about
freeze
it. They
a
live through
fire
literally
into it.
everything.
And you see it all
Like,
the
they
time.
literally
right?
outlive
You get
every
that
team in all the
score, you
earth.
get that energy, the crowd gets
Plus
involved,
more.
and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to get
Termites-
them back in the ball.
Termites can live for 50 years? Nah, I'm done. Nope, nope. Bro, 50 years. A bug this big can live for 50 years. And you cannot tell me that. Bro doesn't have consciousness.
They'll try to tack
Bro doesn't
one more on
think.
their score.
Because 50 damn years, that is a long time for just a bug to live
And
for,
the
bro.
PAT
For what?
will draw them 1 point closer.
Alright. Crocodile, 68. Cool. Ooh, okay, 69.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Elephant, 70. That's actually insane. Okay, human male is
He'll
71.
start the return inside his 5.
Is that really the
Really
average?
disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Oh, it's probably different in a different country.
Arizona
That's
State
insane.
has the
71
ball
like,
back in
seems
the
so young.
offense, making its way onto the field.
Oh, 73rd to
Just
74.
as he released it on 1st down and just
Human,
couldn't
female,
get it to the
obviously
receiver.
female, a little longer. 76. I'm assuming this is worldwide. I'm saying worldwide.
He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Let's see. Alright, blue whales. Oh! Okay, so whales only live for 85 years. I wasn't even close. Still got a minute left in this video chat.
To the air. It's
American
Levin.
Law.
Safe completion on the screen. A
Why
6-yard
do we eat
pickup that leaves him with
that
third.
lives for 100? Is this
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play?
Or is this
Probably
video
wanna get
just
more yards? But you can
happening,
tell
bro?
that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice
Rookie
job
roll.
running the screen, getting the ball to your
Scientists
playmaker. If you
estimate
could just
some
make one
officers
more
can get to
guy
be
miss, that
100.
might have been
But the
huge.
oldest ever picked 140, and we
Takes
just
it from the
think
gun
like
on
it's
third
nothing.
down.
That's
He
insane.
puts a lot of
Why did we get that
down the
when we
sideline.
looked for
And
140?
they can't hook up on the big
Yeah, see, there's a
play, and that
tortoise.
brings
I've
up a
seen an old
fourth down.
tortoise.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the
Okay,
incompletion.
so I have
The
actually
Sun
seen
Devils
a
will
tortoise
line
that
up
was
to
like,
punt it away.
look,
This will be the second time
190.
they've had to kick it away.
Also, what is this? What is that?
Catches it at the 30.
Red
Tries
Sea
to find a little more
Urchin.
running room on that return, but he'll be
Wait, are
stopped
these
at the
actually like? Do they
36.
actually live? Like,
TCU
they have,
has
like,
it back, and the
Harvey?
Horned Frogs go on offense.
is that like an
How
actual
about that
animal?
last drive?
What?
Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that
Warren
quarterback?
Ruffy.
You gave him the ball and he
250.
delivered the goods. Great
Boom.
job taking
Oldest living
apart the
mammal.
defense, Jesse, on that last
268
drive.
He
years.
really did, David. I mean, that
That
was
is
a
crazy,
masterclass
yo.
in just
We could have
reading
had that
coverage
potential,
and
but we
being
got nerfed.
accurate.
We could have had that freaking potential.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad
Thorough
options after
muzzle.
that big pickup on first
That's
down.
insane. 2 worm,
They'll
300
go up
years.
top on 2nd and short.
There's fish that live for 500 years.
He's
What?
brought down, but
Why
it'll
was
be
I
enough
never
for a
told
first
this?
down. Precision,
They can't breed till
execution,
there's
and timing
150
to pick
for
up
what?
the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes,
Shit.
man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that
5
football
seven.
before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard
4,000.
situation,
A black
throwing the ball
pearl.
on the money.
Are
so
black
the receiver
pearl?
can get upfield and get
Do they
the first
actually
down.
To
exist
the air,
though?
it's Hoover.
4,000 years.
Bringing the heat.
Well, imagine just
And the
imagine
quarterback
spawning
will be
in.
slung
Imagine
down back
spawning
at the
in as a
43.
coral, a black
Well, I think
coral.
one of the biggest reasons
Just
why
sitting
this
in
team
one
is
spot
finding
for
themselves in a
4,000.
hole here in the first half is this has been a
Alright,
sack
alright.
party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the
That is
field,
14,000
throwing it with the
years.
consistency they want
Last
because they can't
sponge.
keep their quarterback
These aren't
standing
really
up
considered
straight.
animals, are they? There's a immortal jellyfish.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's
Hydra.
starting to snowball.
Forever.
They're ready to go again. Wide receiver.
Yo, so
going
there's
in
some
motion.
jellyfish that can just live forever.
The
That is
play
actually
action fake.
scary, bro.
And he
That is
feels
scary.
the heat coming in
Guys,
and
that's going to be it for
burns him
today's
up.
video. Make sure you
Another
like
sack.
and subscribe. Join my membership down
What a
below, and I
great
will
job
see
by
y'all
this defense
tomorrow, guys.
setting the tone
Make
early.
sure you
In the
sleep
first
well,
half, they've been
eat
hitting
well.
the quarterback early
Peace
and
out.
often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. From the gun, Give on the inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
To the air, it's Levitt. Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's McLean. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. Aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Arizona State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Bailey. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bailey. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Rogers. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Using his legs, it's Payne. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Levin. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking for room, it's Payne. Gets it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Sweet cut there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the single back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The give to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McClain. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Levin. That's caught. It's McClain. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Hauls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands, it's Moss. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I love the play call on third down. You're trying to get the running back involved on a screen pass. You just got to get it better executed. They couldn't block it good enough up front, and now they're facing fourth. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Barnes. Got room at the 35. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Makes the catch. It's McAllister.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Hoover. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Looking to throw again. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's McAllister. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. What a disappointment. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the run, it's Udo. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tyson. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt the try. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Back to throw. It's Hoover. Grab near the marker. It's McAllister. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Finds a tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. Like, But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Takes a handoff. It's Payne. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Now, a fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Caught in the backfield. It's Tyson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Udo. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
not say that. good.